Supreme Court has dismissed the extension plea of the State Bank of India seeking an extension until the 30th of June to furnish the match details of the donors and the electoral bond details. Now, the SBI has been directed to furnish the details initially sought by the 12th of March, which is tomorrow. The Election Commission has subsequently been directed to publish the same details on its website by 5 p.m. on March 15th. Now, putting the SBI on notice, the Supreme Court stated that the SBI filed a miscellaneous application 2 days before the deadline directed by the top court to provide the required details. The 5-judge bench led by the CJI also warned the SBI that it will initiate contempt proceedings if the information is not furnished by tomorrow's deadline.
The miscellaneous application filed by SBI seeking an extension of time for the disclosure of details of the purchase and redemption of electoral bonds until 30 June 2024 is dismissed. Full stop. SBI is directed to disclose the details by the close of the business hours, 12 March 2024. Full stop. As regards the ECI, we direct that ECI shall compile the information and publish the details in its official website no later than by 5 p.m. on 15 March 2024. We place SBI on notice that this court may be inclined to proceed against it for willful disobedience of the judgment if SBI does not comply with the directions of this court as set out in its judgment dated 15 February 2024.
Now remember, in February, the top court had struck down the electoral bond scheme as unconstitutional, saying that the citizens have the right to know the funding details of political parties. The original deadline for the SBI was the 6th of March.
The court had asked them to give is already available with the State Bank according to their own affidavit. They have to just submit the details of the donors on the one hand and the details of the parties which redeemed the bonds on the other hand. State Bank was saying we have to do the cross-matching, etc. Court has said you don't need to do the cross-matching, just give these details to the Election Commission and you have to give it by tomorrow. And thereafter they have said that the State Bank chairman should file an affidavit to this effect. They are not yet taking any contempt action, but they may have to if the State Bank doesn't comply. They have also said that the Election Commission should publish all these details which have been given by the State Bank about the donors and the parties which have received the bonds by 15th of this month.
So the Supreme Court has dismissed the SBI's plea for an extension. They've told that the details of electoral bonds should be submitted by tomorrow, the buyers and the receivers' details. How do you look at it?
I have not read the full judgment, but I welcome the judgment. It's absolutely necessary that there is full disclosure well before the election is announced. And I think that's only fair in a democracy, that the people know that who are the ones who have contributed financially to a political party and whether any other benefits have been given to those contributors, particularly by the ruling dispensation, because they are the only ones in a position to give benefits to those who contributed to them. And there have also been allegations that there have been companies and entities which have been raided by the agencies which have made contributions to the ruling dispensation. So we need to have this full disclosure, and the people of India have a right to know this information.
In its argument, the SBI told that they don't have digitized format of this data. That is why there is a delay.
I wish they will tell me that when I have to pay my EMI. When I tell me they pay my EMI, I said I need to manually count whether I have enough money or something like that. This is ridiculous. The SBI is the largest bank in India. They have a huge IT budget. For them to say they have to manually tally anything is actually laughable.